Happy Cabernet Franc Day there, gang. What's going on? Welcome back to your favorite solo podcast, Unremarkable. Another Weekends with Dad. Bada bing, bada boom. Cabernet Franc Day, guys. As always, I am your little host, your little drinking pal, Goose. Gonzo Gaspacho on all the profiles. Do the hitting us up to follow at unremarkable.pod. Check us out. Send us in the DMs anything you want us to talk about topic-wise. If there's just a story that strikes you fancy, huh? If there's any drink recommendations that you guys want me to test out, get a little shout-out on the marquee, let us know. I want to review your poisons, guys. It's Cabernet Franc Day. Don't know if I would be getting a... Dude, first of all, if anybody were to be hitting us up in the DM saying, hey, I got this... Great brand, Cabernet Franc. Here, how do you even say it? It's France. Is it Franc? Franc?
Probably.
Weirdos. I'm probably not going to review a wine, is what I'm saying. If you guys send us in any wines, I'm probably... odds are I might not get around to it. Sorry if I haven't gotten around to any of the recommendations you guys have been making. We're working on that. Listen, this is a work in progress. We just want to, we just want everybody to be here for it. Isn't that nice? To watch the progression of a show. Watch the natural progression of these things that you love. We're all about bringing all of us unremarkables together. And this week, kind of full of them. This week is kind of full of unremarkable people. I love this about this show. We get to talk about the things that nobody's talked. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about this, guys? I love all the unnoteworthy people, the unremarkable people. I love them. I think that they're remarkable in their own sense. We started the housekeeping Olympics on November 10th in Las Vegas at the Michelob Ultra Arena. That's insane. That's insane, right? Probably the same place that they have ultimate frisbee tournaments. Indoor ultimate frisbee tournaments. I now that I'm thinking about it, I would love to know Michelob Ultra Arena. That's a sick arena. That's nice. That's a ball game. What basketball court is that? Who's on that court? It's just UNLV? No, yeah. Yeah, is it just UNLV? It's got to be, right?
It was the Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay Bay Arena. Who plays in the... where...
Aces.
Huh?
It says Reno Aces, I think, on here.
Reno. Where do the... No, I can't think of the name. I said them 3 times. Las Vegas' college team.
UNLV.
UNLV, the somethings. Don't know. Not that into college sports. I love my Shockers. We got the Woo Shock up on the wall there. UNLV. I did see a lot about UNLV. I lived in Vegas for a little while, so I saw UNLV around. I know that they're pretty unremarkable too. Shout out UNLV for also being pretty unremarkable. University of Nevada, Las Vegas. That's boring, huh? That's pretty boring. That's where you put a boring beer like Michelob Ultra. Give them an arena. It's a boring beer. Can we be honest here? Are we honest on this podcast? I think that we're honest on this podcast. Not a good beer. Period. It's a very stepdad getting his shit together beer. Rebels. There you go. The run in with the Rebels. Yeah. The mascot doesn't scream Rebels either. The mascot screams like should have retired long ago, old Western sheriff. I can't do this any goddamn more. All these Mexicans running amok. This guy, yeah, him. He has a huge problem with the migration that's happening. This guy is full-blown racist. Zoom in on that fucking face. I don't know if we're 5 minutes in yet. Look at this guy. I don't know how long you have to make sure that the mascot head is like really up to par Somebody did a horrible job. That somebody lives in Las Vegas. Look at this. His eyes have been that far apart for how long? Look at his eyes they've just been pugging out forever. Ew, dude. Hey, he's a moonshiner.
Yikes.
He's a Reno debutante turned moonshiner. Up there in the whatever mountains. That makes him look like a superhero. Yeah. That's cool. That's a cool one. Maybe don't show the eyes. Maybe just put a slit down there in the bottom of the hat for the mascot and let it, let it ride, as they say in Las Vegas. Let it ride. That should be their slogan. You guys need to hit me up for marketing. I know you people. I know you fucking hopeless addicts. I know you people. I don't have very many nice things to say about Las Vegas, but I do love that I grew up there. It also sounds interesting to people, but this is the reality of Las Vegas. This is the reality of Las Vegas, where you win some kind of the Price is Right raffle, and you get there, oh, we're going to fly you in, and oh, yeah, that's nice. And you end up flying in through like Frontier Airlines. You end up flying in through Delta. We love Delta on the show. Shout out Delta. We've talked enough about them on the show. And I think this woman's wearing a Price is Right shirt. That's exactly what it looks like. And she's vacuuming like a son of a bitch, huh? These guys, I don't know what was that? What was that one? Oh my goodness. They're flipping the bed sheets. They're doing the beds the best they can. Look at that, huh? I couldn't even read what that sponsor was. These guys, there's, young men also in the tournament. Their moms are their best friends. What is this? What housekeeping Olympics sport is this? It's a Frisbee with a stick. Oh my God. Wow. The mini Zambonis. This is what you ride in a workplace. Yeah, they're mopping around the cones, which is not what you do. But I can't imagine that these people that said that was a toss, dude. That was a sheet toss for sure. Go back to that. Highlight, put it up on the Jumbotron. Fucking damn. Yesenia hit that one, huh? That was a Mexican mother. Let me be clear. Mexican moms are it's only Mexicans and black moms that are really competing in this. I don't think you should allow men to compete in the housekeeping Olympics. If we're really going to go for it, guys, and you're making them vacuum up Legos. If we're really going to go for this, guys, don't let the men compete. If you're going to complain about trans athletes, don't let them If you're going to complain about trans athletes swimming against women, then don't let men compete against women in the housekeeping Olympics. You're backtracking. You're not walking in a straight path here, guys. Am I wrong? Notice, no trans in there. No trans athletes. Why? Because they're doing real sports. They're doing the real fucking sports. They're swimming. I can't wait until we get a trans fisher woman. Do they have trans fisher women? Yeah. I like this. I think that they need to be sponsored by at least a Cabernet Franc in the housekeeping Olympics. If you're going to make it an honest housekeeping Olympics, Michelob Ultra Arena, allow them to do a line. This one's in a wheelchair. I mean, what are we doing? You guys are flying these people out probably via randomized raffle, okay? They're spending a night in the Skyline Casino and Resort. It's not a resort. It's just a Skyline Casino and hotel. Skyline Casino is like outside of Las Vegas. It's like along Boulder Highway next to like a better hotel. It's a piece of shit what the Skyline is. Yeah. The Skyline, sponsored by Skyline Casino. It is not doing well. It has not been doing well for a long time. No, I don't think. I think no, not this one. It's like right along Boulder Highway outside of Pittman. Not even in Las Vegas. It is, I mean, good Lord, do you lock the door behind you when you stay at the Skyline Casino Hotel. You don't eat there because you shouldn't. They'll tell you, the people working there will tell you not to eat at the Skyline. Yeah, I lived across the street from this bitch when I was a kid. Yeah, not very exciting. If you really get off on smoking indoors, then you'll love then your standards are set very low for Las Vegas and you'll have a blast at the Skyline. Maybe they've made, I don't know, maybe they've made some changes since I've lived there. It was blue, I'm pretty sure, when I lived there. But oh my God, were there not young people there. It really was the bottom of the barrel. Just, I mean, these I can't say enough about them. These hopeless old people, just like, you know what? It doesn't, if you think about it, all these millionaires, listen, these millionaires make gambles. I can call, the market gambling. I could say hitting up Wall Street and stock prices is gambling. But you know what billionaires also do for fun? They put it on red. They just let it ride, huh? Because they know that's a real thrill. Your chances are no different than anybody else's once you hit the blackjack table. Huh? It doesn't matter how much you bet. The odds are the same always. It's just Janice is bringing in her jug of coins, and it gets a little depressing. And there's a lot of those at the Skyline Casino. Are they going to be mad at us for that? Do you think? Oh, man. I wish I could remember all the, like, really terrible casinos, like, just outside of Vegas. Because those are the people, those people barely had to leave their house to get there. They might have walked there. They might have pawned the 99 Honda. They might have pawned that Honda Accord or, bet it for comp. They comp you meals, ham, steak, and eggs. They comp you meals if you gamble enough. So you know what? You can bring the kids. You can bring the kids every sixth time you go. You can let them run around in there and play Rampage in the casino, huh? Hell yeah. Skyline Casino. That's not where I went. I did go there when my uncle was in town. But he had that tourism luck. Or he would go in and then find a machine that was like a wolf. And then he would go and hit like 6 G's. Just over nothing, really. And then everybody goes, they take a break. They take a break from the lights that they're staring at. They go, they hear, and just shit, just plastic coins, huh? Hitting that little tray. God, I can't with Vegas, dude. These people. You're hopeless. You really are hopeless living in Vegas. I love my friends that are in Vegas. They're not gambling addicts, though. I think that tourism has really taken a hit for these guys. I think that the Sphere should probably have said that we saw it coming. We saw it coming. You can watch the same events that we're hosting here at the Strip just blown out on a gigantic screen. If you want to, we will sell you LSD at the door and you can come watch the Beatles tribute show. I don't know what they're doing over there. They're doing some pretty cool shit. The Sphere looks cool. I don't know if it's my cup of tea. Acid's my cup of tea, but I don't know if the Sphere is my cup of tea. Shout out Acid. Huh? Acid's a phenomenal drug. But you hit the tables and I don't know. I just don't know, guys. You got like gambling influencers. What's more of a sport? Vacuuming or gambling? We don't know. Maybe vacuuming. It's a little more physical. But who's more stressed out is debatable. The one angrily vacuuming, muttering to themselves about these ungrateful ass kids. She's vacuuming Legos. She knows she's not supposed to. She just said, fuck them Legos. I'm taking your toys. Versus the 19-year-old told his parents, I'm going to attend to UNLV. And he spends his whole tuition pissing it away at the Strip and streaming it, hoping to God, if he doesn't at least break even with his money, his followers, the people, the chat will make up for it. Chat, are you seeing this? Chat, I lost it all. Chat, my mom's calling right now. What should I do, chat? I love the idea of people like, oh my God, I'm streaming for 72 hours straight. Chat, I pissed blood. Should I call the doctor or no? Or nah? Let it ride. I love it. I think keep doing this. I think we'll have some ideas. As for what the Housekeeping Olympics should be doing, I think you should make it a race war. I think you should make it a real Olympics where nationalities are playing against each other, not genders. We all know which gender should be playing the Housekeeping Olympics. And I already said not a lot of trans. They're not interested. They're not interested in the Housekeeping Olympics. And I don't blame them because the trans people know what's fun. Trans people know what's fun. Look at that. Yeah, you got like that's like a 28-year-old man competing in the housekeeping staples business. Yeah. Yeah. Product placement, sponsorships and such. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know. I like to. We should attend one year. It's obviously Vegas' down season, so I don't see why I'd have a problem with going. When Vegas is less busy, I'm into that. And it's like November 10th. It's like before Thanksgiving, that whole rush, to get into Vegas. Do people go to Las Vegas a lot, do you think? There's a lot of families out there, but I don't know anybody that's like, oh, I got a lot of family in Las Vegas. If somebody has a lot of family in Las Vegas, odds are they don't talk about that side of the family. I don't think that uncle's being really brought up in a lot of conversations unless things are getting very unfun. I had to see what I had to see in my youth. And who is this? The Toy Story guy? Do you think they set out Toy Story toys just across the floor to make obstacles for these poor people? How? Hey, I'm glad you had fun, but in reality, to everybody else, I'm glad you had fun. Okay? I want to say that. I'm going to direct that at you. But to everybody else, how sad must this be if this is your big annual trip? This is the 35th Housekeeping Olympics. And it's right before Thanksgiving, too. How about we have them make a turkey? How about we have them do Thanksgiving things? If we're going to do housekeeping Olympics, why not make it themed in the biggest housekeeping event of the year? You're cleaning the house, you're making the food, dude, really, honestly, at what time do you pull out the cornucopia from the attic? Dad threw it away. Why would Dad throw it away? He didn't know what it was. He thought it was an old-timey speaker from I'm trying to think of the brand name of the old vinyls.
Dang.
The brand name? Electrola? Something like Victrola. He thought it was a Victrola speaker. Yeah, ruined that joke. Sorry about that. Yeah, Victrola. They're still making them. They're just holding on for dear life, Victrola. Shout out Victrola. We do love you. I want to get a good record player. They make it so hard here. Spend the savings all weekend long. Hell yeah. Oh, fucking. Well, there's your first problem. You make your website annoying from the jump. But I'm sure they got great shit. I'd love to spin it. Oh. Do tricks on it.
Wow.
That's what they used to call it. Well, he's doing tricks on it. On the Victrola there, kid. Quit doing tricks on it. You're going to ruin the record. It's hurting it. Quit doing tricks on it. You're going to hurt it. Like I said, very unremarkable shit going on this week. Very unremarkable things to talk about. Remarkable people. Kim K. I don't think she's very remarkable. I really don't. I think Kim K is one of the people that fans made famous, period. That's it. And that's it. Hey, I'd love to talk to you, Kim. I'd love for you to prove me wrong. Aneurysm diagnosis. Well, now I'm going to feel a little bad. Who is shocked that Kim K had low brain activity? This woman just passed the bar. Can we talk about that for a moment?
Didn't she fail the bar?
No, she did. Did she?
She failed the bar.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I'm
Not certain.
fairly certain.
Listen, you got enough money, you can do whatever you want. Including not really passing the bar exam. Oh, she did fail the bar exam. She's bummed. Are you bummed after you failed the bar exam? This is a woman. Oh, God. You know what, dude? How old usually are people when they pass the bar exam? It's like leading up to a hopeful career as a lawyer when you pass the bar exam. And she's what, like 43? 45. Don't call her an actress. Who wrote this goddamn article? The All's Fair actress.
Yes, because she's an actress in All's Fair.
I understand that. Who's talking about this show? What is this? What is All's Fair? Is it a show about lawyers? She failed the bar exam, so now she's starring in now she's starring in Hulu's new series. Highlighted holes that suggest that the front part of her brain is less active than it should be. We all knew this. Celebrity psychologist. Must be a ball, dude. Must be a fucking blast to be a celebrity psychologist. You could say anything. ChatGPT is going to take your job first. I hope to Christ. Specializes in brain disorders. Said the low activity could be prompted by chronic stress as she prepped to take the California bar exam in July 2025. Well, I mean, dude, if you have as much money as you have and you failed the California bar exam, that should say all we need to know. Pretty sure all it takes is wealth. to pass the California bar exam. With your frontal lobes, if I had a nickel for every time I heard somebody say that to Kim K, huh? With those frontal lobes, kid. As they work now, it would be harder to manage stress, and that's not good for you, especially as you're studying and you're getting ready for to take the boards. Amen. His name is Amen. So you know he's a good therapist. I'll trust him. He added a while that SKIMS co-founded. See, you're just like dropping every company that she has a part in as the story goes. Amen added that after the SKIMS co-founder isn't overly anxious or depressed, she is extremely sleepy, which further worried her. I just feel like I'm not getting enough sleep. And I don't know if it's because I have another daughter or whatever. That just can't be. It just can't. Go back down. I'm not accepting that. She said, I got to get on a plan to really figure this out because I have shit to do this summer. We're entering winter, you crazy bitch. At high risk.
That's why she's talking about figuring out a plan.
Don't defend her. Don't defend her, dude. High risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. This is where we're ending up. The country's ran by billionaires and Mossad agents, and the billionaires are American, but they're all ending up with Alzheimer's disease. And then what? Wink. I have a beautiful brain. Yeah. I heard that before. I have a beautiful brain. You heard that from Kanye. You heard that from Kanye West and Pete Davidson. Okay? Those are not the people you want to hear it from. Don't get me wrong. She seems in exceptional shape as opposed to, like Ariana Grande. Is it Grand or Grande? Okay, because we're celebrating Cabernet Franc Day. It just bothers me with that French-sounding shit. You guys are okay, I guess. Historically horrible people, alike to mine. So, I'm not... I had to end up going and getting tons of other brain scans at Cedars. She's describing Caesar's Palace, not Cedar. She's Kardashian told journalist Robin Roberts. She assured the public that she's fine and encouraged viewers to tune in, adding, "Everything works out. Watch my journey on Alzheimer's diagnosis as I go to pass the bar exam after I failed the bar exam." The board. What is the board? Is that the same shit? Okay. Yeah. Listen, we're talking about we used to watch movies where the cool guy was somebody going through senior year for like the fourth time. And this is where we end up when we idolize these fictional characters that are fucking minors and going through 12th grade for the fourth or fifth time. This guy's 22 years old, and you're like celebrating him crushing pussy and being retarded, and then you're surprised when your idol is like losing the synapse from her spine to her brain. You get surprised. You're shocked that Kim K could possibly be going through a little aneurysm. Little aneurysm is insane to me, by the way. Nothing should be treated. Listen, I knew a guy with a little bitty job as a supervisor at a shitty little spot, and he was about, I don't know, 73 years old. And they said he went missing. They go, "What happened to this guy?" They said he had a small heart attack. Bro is 73 years old. There's no such thing as a small heart attack, especially if you cannot perform the rehabilitation exercises before the heart attack. And we're going around talking about this malnourished family. I don't care how many of them got actual meat on their bones. Which one of them's fat-ish, like Hollywood fat? Courtney? Is it Courtney that's Hollywood fat? Anything like a heart attack or an aneurysm, what doctor is telling them it was just a slight one? Do you know what a brain aneurysm is? Like, it was a little aneurysm brought on by stress. Are we fucking around or what? You tell a poor person that, and the first thing that goes through their mind is not their health, it's their money. You have to be at a level of wealth to be like, I can get through this. But when you're poor enough and they go, it was a slight aneurysm, you're like, fuck, how much is that going to cost? You know. Start having seizures at work. They're like, we got to fire you, dude. You're becoming a real pain in the ass. Diagnosis, aneurysm diagnosis. Details Kanye West. Oh my God. Yeah. That divorce from Ye says Ye's recent antics have tested her. When was this? Shit. Season 7 premiere of Hulu's The Kardashians previewed appearances from Rob, Caitlyn, bickering between Khloe and Kourtney and Kim. Kim's brain aneurysm scare. Oh, her brain aneurysm scare? Like it didn't even happen. You know what? Is there just like a piece of fat in my brain that we can suck out like lipo? She's been going through an MRI scanner, a scammer. By the way, I think that's a typo. MRI scammer, and tells her family it was a little aneurysm. I love that. Anybody that's not a million billionaire can say things like little aneurysm. Upcoming FX series, All's Fair. The SKIMS founder, how many fucking company name drops have we had in this fucking article? Said feels more stressed because what I had to protect, my kids are involved now. Yeah, your kids are 9, 12, 7, and 6, and you've named one of them after a direction, one of them after a city, one of them after a title at a church, I guess, and then one out of what do you even call an excerpt from the Bible? Psalm? How do you even say it? Psalm? Is the P silent? Mm-hmm. I'm not Catholic. I don't give a shit. Jesus Christ. I want to say who's surprised, but like, you know, this is a woman who got her fame in a way that most people ruin their career, a sex tape. And she goes, Kanye really talking about the Jews has been bad for me business-wise. It's unclear which of the power rappers' many outbursts Kim Kardashian is speaking on, but she said it was the first time, I think, one of my kids knew what was happening. I've been able to hide it for so long. Hey, he's 12. Am I to believe that it's the 9-year-old that's catching on? I don't know, dude. How many baby daddies does she have? Is it just Kanye? It's not just Kanye, right? They just said she had 4 kids. They were together that long? Fuck, I haven't been paying attention. We're talking about Kim for too long. We're talking about Kim for way too long. I could not care less about this entire family. Conglomerate monsters. They've just been made to believe that what they're doing is okay because they have so many fans. Sorry, support. We have so much support. I can't stand this family. Her signature's on Wikipedia. This one's Kourtney or this one's Kim?
Kim.
Fuck, go back up. That looks like a person. That looks like a normal person.
That was in 2014.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Real people, guys. This is why we talk about real people, because then I just go off on a tangent when it's about one of these, I mean, just monsters. She took a dickin' real well from a guy that just got let out of jail after waving a gun around at his new baby mama. That's this family. That's these people. Ray J got a new level of fame streaming and then waved a gun around, apparently, at his new baby mama. I don't even know what her name is. Sweet something. I mean, this is famous people most of the time. This is famous people most of the time. Over-medicated, wealthy animals. Truly. That's power. Is that fucking photo? Yeah, I'm so goddamn sick of millionaires. I'm so sick. Whatever happened to the wholesome people trying to sell their baby for $1,000 outside of a gas station? Huh? What happened to family? Family matters. Real families eating real products like Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Real poor families. The executive an executive, sorry, I don't know how business works, of Campbell's chicken noodle soup got fired. I keep calling it chicken noodle soup. They do plenty. They do many soups. They do many soups. The only thing that all of their soups have in common is that they're all for poor people. Campbell's fires, go back up. Executive who was recording saying company products are for poor people. How many times has everybody else said that they're for fucking poor people? Which was his quote. I'm not just adding that fucking for dramatic effect. He said for fucking poor people. Said Wednesday it has fired an executive who was recorded making racist comment. Whoa, hold on. Was this funnier than I thought it was? Racist comments? He said poor people, and we're calling that racist? Are we like race baiting? Garza, not what I thought his name was going to be, claimed in the lawsuit that Bali made racist remarks about Indian workers, whom he called idiots. Garza Bali also told him that he often went to work high after consuming marijuana edibles. Well, you get to do that when you're the big dog, huh? Ooh, ooh. Big dog. Listen, I didn't hear anything about him. Listen, that's hearsay. Him talking about Indians. That's hearsay. It was on recording calling people poor. You're baiting him. I didn't hear anything about him saying shit about Indians, which who hasn't? I'm kidding. January 30th, he was fired January 30th after he reported Bali's comments to his supervisor. Why is everybody that's saying things getting fired? Why are the people that aren't making the 3D printed meat that he talked about getting fired? Why are we not talking about changing the formula here? Highly processed food, it said it was for poor people. Well, that's making the quote a lot less fun. It is. It is for fucking poor people. And which, by the way, I could have been saving money on it. Did you know you're supposed to add a can of water after? Dude, I was eating SpaghettiOs after I had my tonsils removed. And it just burned. I didn't know you were supposed to add water to it. I bet you it's the same. I bet you it's the fucking same. Campbell said Wednesday it first learned about of Garza's lawsuit last week. After listening to portions of the recording, Campbell said it believed the voice was Bali's. Bali was fired Tuesday. It said something about he was fired in January. So this hasn't been reported for a whole year? Oh, it was somebody else? Employee who said he was fired January 30th after he reported Bali's comment to a supervisor. Am I reading it all wrong?
Yeah. No. No, it's just like you're like bouncing around a lot on the page and stuff.
Am I right with he was fired in January?
Yeah.
And we're not hearing about it until now? His lawsuit. If what you say, listen, they should be able to put on a spreadsheet what are the incomes of the people buying Campbell's soups. And if he was right, he can keep his fucking job. Do you think any other executive is talking any less shit about their clients or about the people that buy their... How do you think Bezos talks about Amazon consumers? Do you think it's biblical? Do you think he says, I'm thankful? All the supporters? Or do you think he just... Assets. He calls them assets. We're going to feed them these assets to where they can, you know, keep... Have you ever seen anything about the working situations of an Amazon employee? It's horrible. The drivers, the cab of the truck a lot of the time is just filled with bottles of piss because there's no time. And fuck you if you're going to leave that truck with product inside. Horrible. Yeah, of course, all you're going to see is smiling fucking faces. It is like the Indians that the Campbell executive talked about. It's like a little city full of kiosks. All right, that might be a horrible thing to say. I don't know. I've never been to India. Can't imagine it's very much different than how Jeff Bezos just described it. Yeah, they're gonna make all this AI. They're gonna make all these disgusting humans go away, for sure. The TEMU warehouses are so much worse, I will say, but we are talking about like third world nations where like a lot of them have less smartphones and things to record these processes. It is fucking disgusting. The sifting process, they won't even mechanize. Yeah, look at this. Good Lord, man. Yeah, all these sweaty foreigners are are handling your Christmas gifts. Huh? We're buying online then. We're buying online. This is actually crazy. They're all shirtless. It's sexy. It's sexy, though. You've made Christmas sexy. These guys don't eat enough food to be fat slobs. Okay? They don't eat enough to have an adequate body fat percentage. They are not feeding themselves. They can eat the boxes that the products come in. 2 innuendos right there. 2 innuendos, count them. Their sorting office. Well, that seems a little bit better.
Immediately.
Oh, shit. Dude, it's a miracle you guys even get your shit. I do not do much online shopping. Thank God. Thank God I don't do much online shopping. If you guys are ever complaining about getting your packages from TEMU, it is a godsend. You may as well send a pigeon to get your packages from TEMU. It's insane. What's this burning one that keeps coming up?
It was a fake one.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like a tragedy. 83 people died. Sorry. TEMU warehouse in China. China's just hustle and bustle, baby. Listen, you're not going to get much sympathy from China of you not getting your packages. Yeah, there's where you want to be right there. This is holy moly. Yeah. Insane. This is their third job today. You know, just when you think China's doing better than us, you see shit like this, and you're like, man, am I glad I don't live in Joshua Tree, California. It could always be worse. I could live in Baltimore, where it's like China. I don't know how good. Is Baltimore doing pretty good? We hope Baltimore's doing pretty good. Listen, what I'm trying to say here, if you're going to feel bad for a millionaire this week, you may as well feel bad for the Campbell's guy and not Kim. Speaking of packages that almost went missing, there was a woman in Thailand only recovered in a coffin shortly before cremation. I mean, 65-year-old Thai woman. Faint knocking from inside her coffin has prevented what would have been an unimaginable tragedy that we wouldn't have even been able to report on, really. You wouldn't know. This is the Saved by the Bell thing, where they started putting bells outside of, that were connected to the inside of caskets, back in the 1800s or whatever. Because it was like, for sure they're dead. They go, this is why it's okay when it takes a funeral 2 weeks to happen. This is why. 65 years old. 5th century. 19th century. Why the fuck? One of everybody's biggest fears was really promoted with Ryan Reynolds back in like 2006 when they did that movie where he was stuck in a coffin because of Mexican cartel or, whoever. No, it was military. It was like Arabs or something. That's what they were calling them back then. That's not what I call them now. I have to ask somebody. Buried. Yeah, Buried. What a horrible... Oh, Jesus, man. Yeah, that was a terrible movie. Freaked out. This woman... raising questions about death... Go back up. Raising questions about death verification procedures, no shit, and highlighting the safeguards in place with Australian medical systems. This is a Taiwanese woman. Was she in Australia or was she... I'm not even going to try and say that name. Moments away from cremation at Wat Rat Prakhong Thom. Yeah, that's Thailand. A Buddhist temple on the outskirts of Bangkok. That's where I want to be burned alive. It was right on the outskirts of a Buddhist temple in Bangkok. That would shock a lot of people. I was a bit surprised. So I asked them to open the coffin, and when everybody was startled. Ooh, I saw her opening her eyes slightly and knocking on the side of the coffin. She must have been knocking for quite some time. 65 years old. Imagine the energy it's taken this woman to knock on the inside of a coffin. Stopped breathing 2 days earlier. Jesus Christ. And they just gave up immediately. Oh, well. Well. Looks like, all right. Sorry. Mr. Sakulku had initially planned to honor what he understood to be his sister's wishes to donate her organs to a Bangkok hospital. However, hospital staff turned him away and he lacked the official death certificate. Jesus Christ, guys. Listen, I'm sure she got like the best sleep of her life. But that's the price that you pay when you're at that age, especially in somewhere like Bangkok. They're like, listen, life doesn't stop moving, okay? You go to sleep for a day, we're putting you in a box. We're putting you in a damn box. And this was his sister. His sister, they put in a box like a day early. And just didn't. I mean, we're talking about the procedures. How long are you supposed to watch somebody's vitals after they're dead? Do you just go, done? Yeah, we're done. I can slow my heart rate for... I can slow my heart rate to undetectable speed and... This is called ninja stealth. In a Wu-Tang sword stance. Oh my God. Yeah, dangerously low blood sugar. Hypoglycemia. That's it. That was all that she had. She just hadn't eaten in a day. They forgot to feed her and then went, oh, fuck. I won't keep doing it. Put the mirror to... All right. She was indifferent. No shit. Yeah, when you... Dude, when you go down into a low blood sugar coma and you wake up in a padded box, yeah, you're going...
The brother was indifferent.
The brother was indifferent? Reporter that when asked how he felt learning his sister was alive, he said he was indifferent. Does he know what that means? Yeah, bro just confirmed that he was like, I wish to God she would have been, you know? Tired of looking after. I mean, it's his sister. This is China. Listen, and in all honesty, this is China. Time really does. I mean, it does not slow down in China. Shit is just moving into moving, dude. You cannot take a second. In somewhere like China, they don't have any sympathy. Even your own brother. You go into hypoglycemia, shock, hypoglycemia, just hypoglycemia. And your own brother, hey, I don't know what a coffin costs there. In severe cases, it can lead to unconsciousness, dramatically slowed breathing and heart rate, and lack of obvious vital signs that might convince an untrained observer or somebody that just doesn't give a shit that death has occurred. Condition can genuinely cause death through cardiac arrhythmias or brain death. Kim, watch out. Making professional medical assessment essential. All right, well, not a lot of hospice care happening on the outskirts of Bangkok, China. So, you know, we assess for breathing, pulse, pulmonary response in the hospital settings. We often use ECG monitoring. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine what's going on outside of Bangkok. I feel like it gets rural real quick.
It's Bangkok, Thailand, by the way.
What am I saying?
You're saying Bangkok, China.
Oh. Listen, I'm not much of a traveler. Thailand. I started this. Listen, both. Same. Okay? Same. Really, a lot of it, most of it is same. They won't give you a break over there either. Guys, seriously, take care of your blood sugar this holiday season. Don't have too much of the Cabernet Franc. That's a lot of sugar there, and I think too little and too much. Probably huge Huge problems during the holiday season. As always, do the rate and the review and the subscribing to the pages. Follow us, Spotify, YouTube. We're coming soon on the other ones. Hit us up on any ones that we're missing. Let us know at unremarkable.pod what topics you want us to discuss, any drinks you want us to review. As always, next week we're going to be right back here, kissing some titties, shaking some babies, signing some hands. Miss me.